Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Angie. Today I want to talk to you guys about blending brushes. Okay, so every time someone sees me with eyeshadow, any type of eyeshadow, they'll ask me, oh, it must be very hard to do eyeshadow like that. And I always think to myself, and I'm like, no, it's just, you gotta actually just do it. Go for it. Like, throw yourself out there. But then I started thinking and I was like, people sometimes don't know which brush to buy, what to buy. So I came up with one answer, and that is, I think you need at least one good blending brush, and from there you take off from there and you start creating and you start adding layers, you start adding more color, and you start wanting to try more things. I came up with, I got all my brushes here in front of me. I just realized that half of them are Morphe. They are very inexpensive, but then again, I know it's hard because they aren't drugstore and it's not like you can go up to Walmart and touch them and feel them. So I'm gonna try to describe them as much as possible. I'm gonna start with the ones that are not Morphe, okay? So, I have three that are not Morphe. And the first one I wanna talk about is the Alamar Cosmetics brush, which looks like this. This brush comes in a set. There's 3 brushes, and in those 3 brushes, they're $18. So this is the Fluffy Blender brush. Fluffy Blender brush. And this brush has a round dome at the top. This one is super fluffy. I'm gonna try to do it as slow as possible so you guys can see how it goes. Look at this. It's super fluffy. It's easy to manage. I washed all my brushes because they were really dirty. Like, I had blue, purple, red. I had the whole rainbow in there. So I had to brush them. I had to clean them, I'm sorry, for this video because I was like, no. Okay, so this one is super fluffy. And this one, I like it. All brushes that I'm gonna mention right now, I feel you can pull a whole look literally just with one of these brushes, all the ones that I'm gonna mention. So this one is super fluffy, and I feel you can manage the colors perfectly. It blends like a dream. It doesn't matter what eyeshadow, it doesn't matter if you're going with a light color, if you're going with a dark color. This brush is super thumbs up. Like, if I could have just one eyeshadow brush, it would be something like this. This is one of my favorite ones. If you need it to be very soft, it picks up a little bit. If you need to pick up a lot, it will. It's a great brush. So, brush number 2. This is from Colourpop. This is their blending brush. So it looks like this. This one is also round at the top, as you can see. Just like this one. They're pretty similar. It's just the Alamar Cosmetics is a little bit more long from the bristles from the Colourpop. So this one is not as fluffy as the first one. This is $6, guys. Like, this is impressive. The other one is 3 brushes for $18, which technically is $6 as well. So, I mean, you can get them at the drugstore, but then again, it's $6. Come on, $6. This one is the same thing, exactly the same thing I said about this one. It's the same about this one, except this one is just a teensy bit more firm, a little bit more firmer than the other one, and that's it. So highly recommend it. Brush number 3. This is the NYX Professional Makeup brush. So right now, this one is also like the other 2. They're all round, as you can see. They're all round from the top. They're not tapered, they're round from the top. And this one, I have nothing bad to say again. This one is as fluffy as the Alamar Cosmetics brush though. It's a little less firm than the Colourpop one. Okay, so this one does the same job. You can put all of your light colors, dark colors. It doesn't matter. This will get the job done, like the whole eye look. I feel that this one, I don't know, it just feels a little more high-end for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's more heavy, but I highly recommend this brush. So when I bought this brush, I bought it in the Ulta website. It was $10. I paid $10 for this, Well, right now when I went to go check, it was $4.99. So just giving you guys a tip again. Looks like this. And it says the name on it. Highly recommend it. Especially since it's $4.99. It's cheaper than the other two. Okay, so these two brushes that I'm about to talk about look like this. And this ones came in a set. There were 6 brushes. I'm gonna put a picture somewhere around here right now. And there were 6 brushes for 18 bucks. So technically each brush is $3. And it came in like in a holiday connection with like a little baggie, and that bag is very travel friendly, let me tell you. I travel with that all the time because the brushes don't get all smushed, you know, but that's a different story. But this brushes, they're round at the top. This one is natural hair. So this one was, the only bad thing about natural hair is that when you wash them, they tend to get a little more fluffy. Like they don't go to their normal, like when you received it before you washed it, they don't go to that size again for some reason. This one does. These 2 brushes do the same thing. They're as great, they're as good. Highly recommended, especially for the price. Technically, you're paying $3 for each one. Highly recommended. Okay, next, M573, which looks like this. This one, on the other hand, it's a little bit tapered, just a teensy bit. This brush is natural hair as well, and every time you wash it, it sort of tends to fluff, like just a little bit, but it gets the job done. I mean, this was not white. It wasn't white, people. Let me tell you, it was not white. It was like everything but white. And then when I washed it, I was like, oh, it's white. I know that's bad. You're supposed to wash your brushes regularly. But this brush right here gets the job done. Like, it doesn't matter, like I said, light-handed, hard, it doesn't matter. This brush will get it done, okay? Next brush. This one is an E22. E stands for the E-Light collection. And it looks like this. And honestly, this one is awesome. This one's really cool. I know I'm saying the same thing about all of them, but honestly, they all do the same thing. They blend any shadow like a dream. It doesn't matter if it's high-end or not. Like, it just blends it like so easily on the crease. If you're on the go, or if you're trying to do something like very, very accurate, something very precise, they will get the job done. Like, it's impressive how good. So that's the reason that I wanted to show all of these ones to you guys. Okay, so this brush is $7. I think this one's the most expensive brush out of all the ones that I've shown you. And like I said, you can get the whole shebang done with just one of these. I used to think that there was nothing irreplaceable, but it turns out there's like a bunch of them, right? And my last brush, this brush is the Morphe M505. So this was my first blending brush ever, like ever, okay? This one is $6 and it's round at the top. It's round at the top and it gets the job done from everything completely. It gets the job done, people. Okay, so all of these brushes, as you can see, let me get them together. They all look round, as you can see. They're all round. They're all round, and they all get the job done. On point. One thing I must say, all of them, none of them shed. Not even once. I have washed them, and when I wash them, I'm like this on my little scrubbing pad, and none of them have ever let a little hair out. So that's one reason why I'm recommending this to you guys. The most expensive one is $7. The other one comes in a set with $18 with 6 brushes. But I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And I hope you guys have a great day, a great afternoon, wherever you may be. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram, and you can also like my Facebook page.